When your hub falls out, it's the reverse process. Turn everything over. Carefully reinstall all the parts. You really can't put these in incorrectly because they're keyed. Flip the hub over. Carefully drop it in and clean your hands. Take a moment. Wipe off what you can. It doesn't need to be perfectly clean. Just a little cleaner than what it was. What you want to do is get rid of the larger clumps of crud that are on the sprocket. So your tire swap is a great opportunity to clean your sprocket. Let's see how much cleaner that's getting. Any rag you use for this job is going to be thrown away. See this ring of crud that's on the sprocket? All that has to be removed. Grab a can of turpentine. Get one of these blue rags and continue cleaning. Okay, that is in good condition. Then do the back side. See, the back side is really cruddy. I'll soak my rag for this job. This is a job that you do on the ground, because if you drop the hub and break it, you're not going to have a bike. So do this work on the ground. Don't drop your hub. That's clean enough. Reinstall. Okay, that's done. Turn off your camera with your cleanest finger. Now come over here. Clean your bike. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, just cleaner than what it was. These have a lot of grease on them, so when you're cleaning them, you're removing that lubrication. There should be some oils still on them. Remember, this goes on the outside. That's on the inside. Then I'll go around the other side and make sure that side's clean so you can read it. That chain is going to get your fingers dirty anyway. So now that's clean. Mineral spirits is really good. It's not too harsh. It's not going to really hurt your hands all that much. Just, you know, keep your exposure down, wash your hands, clean what you can. If your bike is really dirty like mine, there's only so much you can do. Now, take the time to clean this out. Don't get your rag stuck in there. So that's going to work a little bit better. I don't know if you can see all the dirt that's in there, but there's a lot of dirt in there. Clean this part off too. Clean that part off with the brake caliper. You really shouldn't leave this hanging like that. Just be very careful with it. Put it back on if you find it hanging. That's better for your brake caliper than just leaving it hang by the brake lines. It is pretty heavy. Take your time, clean your spacer. This is your drive side spacer. Make sure that these go into the wheel. You can see the marks. Just cleaner than what it was. Come over here and get your brake side spacer. Clean it. This is the side that goes in the wheel. This is the side that goes to the outside. You can see by the marks. So, wheel side, outside. Look at the marks. Take your time, clean the L brackets. Just get the dirt off, the dirt that's in that corner there. There's an L bracket over here. Take that off your axle pin. Really shouldn't leave the axle pin laying on the garage floor. You want to keep that on a piece of cardboard. It keeps a lot of the crud off of the axle pin, so you're not doing a lot of damage. And this is where a lot of damage is done, is when people reassemble things dirty. This is one dirty rag. I'm going to take this and throw this away after I get most of the grease and oil soaked into my hands. And I can just wipe my hands. Okay, in the garbage bag, or in the garbage pail. Okay, into the garbage pail. Recycle and reuse when you can. This is an old shoebox. So the shoebox is clean. This is my axle pin. Clean all the crud off. The axle pin does not appear to be worn in any way. That's really nice. Just a few marks, so you can feel when it's worn out. And it doesn't feel worn out. It feels like a nice, smooth piece of metal. That's really nice, considering that this bike is, well, 13. That's 7 or 8 years old. Clean the threads off. That's great. So on the other side you have the nut, the washer, and the spacer. I'm not worried about cleaning the nut or the washer, and those are fine. So here we have the nut and the spacer and the washer and the parts for the other side. So everything's fine there. I'll take this part and just put it over there. Move these parts to the side, and I'm going to put these parts over here so when I move the tire into place that everything's out of the way.